All right, fuckers. This is your Pro Am team. Um, I need you guys to pay attention to all the builds because all builds are made so that it could work off of each other. It is not something that I just came up with like a one off. Some builds can work by themselves, but it's really a structure that we need to realize that all these builds are in conjunction with each other. And I hope by watching uh the build tutorials or the build video, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to do with the Pro Am team. So having said that, here we go. First let's start with the point guard. Point guard will be basically the offensive juggernaut, the offensive engine that runs the team. It will be basically, so I made these builds. Four is four, five is center options, one is obviously the point guard. So I have three options, I believe. Maybe four. Um, these two are basically the same. But this is the one that I made. Also, this one is if we are basically, this is like if we are not even trying to score with the point guard. He's just like another big out on the floor, another defender. The um cap breakers will be put on steal and block. It's gonna be 87 perimeter. I think it goes to 92. Cap breakers on defensive rebound. So it's really like a point center type of build. But I chose not to go this way because I think it's gonna be a little too complicated for us. So the build I will be choosing will be, this is the Jonos build, the 6'3", or this is the badge plug build. Um, this one, the one build I didn't really create. This one I created. This one is like a basically the same build as this Laker fan build. But like my own version. It could shoot a little bit. It could do like a little bit of everything. But I chose one of these two builds. Like all the one builds I chose from YouTubers only because I think they already did their homework. We just need an offensive engine basically, and I chose to go with these. All these builds can pass. They have very high pass accuracy, 93. Um, so I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna go with this 6'3", but this 6'5", I might do I might change my mind and just do the 6'5", because this is what I'm gonna show you. So the driving dunk goes to 93, so you can dunk. 3 point goes to 99. This one goes to 93. I believe that's Hall of Fame posterizer, and then we plus one that to Legend posterizer. This one you'll get every shooting badge, because the 3 pointer is gonna go all the way to 99. Pretty high free throw. I think I changed just a little bit. Um, I'm not too sure. It might be the exact copy. The pass accuracy will be going up to 99 as well. The ball handle might go to 90, but I don't think it's necessary. Maybe just 86 to be honest. Cuz that's all I need, I think. The perimeter and defense is obviously it's going to stink and there's not going to be any rebounds, so that's how it's different. But it can pretty much carry the offense, the offensive load, pause for the entire team, but with 99 pass accuracy, I would probably, just, drive and dish. That's why the legend posterizer is important. So pretty fast. But like I said, on defense, we're going to hide this build in the corner, guarding the opposing um, clamp, the opposing lockdown, because lockdowns aren't meant to be that offensively gifted. So we're gonna build this. It should be enough. I mean, 60 still isn't good, But I think with a few cap breakers, this goes to 73, something like that. And the steel, once we get enough cap breakers, it goes up a little bit too. The strength is also why I like this build a little bit better. It goes all the way to 99 strength with 5 cap breakers, and I think that's good for um, bringing down the ball, and so you don't get harassed by the opposing lockdowns. But most likely, I might go this 6-3 build. I know Joey already made this build, and you guys might have seen it. But it's essentially, oh shit, I fucked up. It's essentially the same kind of idea. Obviously, it gets small man dribbles because it's 6-3. It gets small guard dribbles. It's way faster with the ball. I think it gets a really high ball handle. It gets 99 pass like also. Speed with ball, I think it goes to 91. So that's even, you're even faster. The 3 point, I think it only goes to 96. So I can actually use my shooting specialization on this build. So that's a good thing. Driving dunk goes to, I want to say 93. But it's not as high as the other one, but driving. I mean, I think all you need this year is 89. Steel is much higher, so lane steals with this build, so we can hide it also in the corner, but it has a higher chance of getting some steals. I think the other one, when you cap break it, only goes to silver interceptor, not gold with 85. Um, the strengths of these, the strength is 84 on this one. So this one, you actually get immovable forcer, um, and strong handle. I think that's the badge that is very important. Plus, you get +1 that, so you get legend, strong handle. Um, so I'm gonna choose between these two. So I need you guys to remember the strengths of this build is high pass accuracy, high shooting, high dunk, weak defense, and no rebounds. Physicals are all normal except the strength is high for a point guard, which nobody ever puts on. So that's gonna be the build at the one for us. Moving on to build, shooting guard build, which will be played by Mike. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Mike at the 2, so we have 2 options for Mike. This one, I think it's a little too. If somebody wants to make this build, they're more than welcome to. Maybe Joey or like a backup. This one is literally an off ball. Our 2 guard is gonna be on the top, but it's gonna be the weak side, on the weak side defense. The one that is away from the pick and roll. If they're playing just ISO ball and doing 5 out, then it's just the other one, basically. One of the sides. It could pick whatever wing it wants to guard. So that's where this is on defense. The 2 guard, I mean, not just this build, but this one is basically a 99 steel build and a 99 speed and 99 agility build. It could do everything, and the best part of this build is it's actually a 2-way. It wants to run and fast break. It has a 93 pointer. The dunk will be decent. I think you can cap break it to 87, 89, something like that. Um 99 free throw. So it's a shooter. It's basically, if I had to give it a comp, I would say like a Deuce McBride, maybe Jose Alvarado with better shooting. Just think of the like players like these. It has 80 vertical, so it can create on its own. It has low pass act though. That's the issue. I know this is why I'm not choosing to use it. I think this is enough to be serviceable. Like you can ISO a little bit with this, not as good as 85, 85, or 85, 75, 85 ball handle with 75 speed with ball, but good enough to be serviceable. But I chose this because I know this is not going to be our main lockdown. This is going to be the 2 guard. I wanted the 2 guard to be a little bit more dynamic, so this is why I made this clamp thief build. This is going to be the build at the 2. So, but we can take a look. And this one, I think I made this myself. I don't know if I had help making it, but I'm pretty sure I made it myself. It's gonna have decent pass accuracy at 82. So Mike can choose to either the two and the three, the lockdown and this off guard is always gonna be running. So once we get the board, which is gonna be up to the center and the power forward, which is my original idea. That's why I wanted a point guard that had high rebounding, so three people can go for the board. But I think we should be fine with two. Um, I mean, like everybody can rebound with like a 60 or 70. We can all help rebound. But the idea is basically to outrun the other team, play good defense, get the rebound, and we're off in transition. So the more transition threes, the more transition points we get. That is the idea of this pro am team. The ball handle goes to 85. I'm pretty sure you get 75. That's like, you know, um, I think the best minimum dribbles up and playmaking, so you can ISO enough. I think it actually goes to 86, so you get I think there's a badge at 86. I forgot what. It's a 99 perimeter, of course, 91 steal, 80 block. It's a 6'6" build, so I think that's my favorite height this year. I think the strength you can go up to 72 or 73, but that's up to you. The vertical 1 point to 80, driving dunk goes to 87 or 89, so you can still finish. I know Mike likes a high mid range, but he's just gonna have to learn the key points. He's just gonna have to learn, to shoot just threes because we want threes over twos. That's always what I kind of preach. We want transition threes. Midi, he's just gonna have to pass out. And Mike has been a good playmaker, not this year, but in previous years. So we're just gonna have to learn how to do that. Or he could just create, and with 87, 89 driving dunk, he should be able to finish. This is gonna be a good secondary lockdown build, just in case we want to throw different looks at the opposing point guard. So this is gonna be the clamp thief build for the two. All right, moving on. The three guard is gonna be Derek, and I think he only got one option, Derek. That's it. Wait, is this a three? Why are they hiding the jersey numbers? No, that's power forward. So this one has to be made into a small forward just because, and I'm pretty sure when Mike makes his two guard, you can make it at the two, but I originally made it into a small forward because I thought I was gonna make one of these tall guards to play at the one. Like a 6'8" tall guard, tall point guard build. We wanted to make it X, so we don't get confused with the buttons. Um, so if I made both of the two and the three at the small forward, then the shooting guard will default into the number one build. I mean the point guard position, so it'll be X. So don't mind that. But this one, just for prosperity's sake, we have to make it at the small forward, so he's always gonna be square. So this is the build that I chose for Derek. Um, like all lockdowns, we're gonna start off. It's gonna be low pass act, and ball handle is gonna be minimal but serviceable. So he's gonna have to learn how to deal with just these moves. Especially, he's probably gonna be in the corner a lot. This is the ultimate good boy build because that's what a lockdown basically is, right? But he's gonna have better shooting than the two guard. He's gonna have higher badges because his mid range is gonna go to 89. 3 point is gonna have limitless. So sometimes he can afford to be at the wing. You know what I mean? Um, and he has enough ball handle and mid range so that he can do one of those fading mids or step back mids. If somebody closes out on him, if we give him the ball at the corner or the wing, and somebody closes out, he can drive it and do a little fading, two step mid range. His driving dunk is gonna be 87, 89 with just a couple of cap breakers. 99 perimeter. Obviously, he's gonna have basically the same type of defense as Mike. The same exact defense, actually. I think Mike has higher block because he has a longer wingspan. This one I made one notch lower because I wanted him to have good shooting. Because I want him to run in break too. Like if we get a steal, he's gonna this build never has to try to go for the rebound. He can if he's in position, but he should always be um running down as soon as we get the board. Even if we don't get the board, he should always be running down to try to get the transition three pointer or transition dunk. Rebound is just 60 bronze. But he's gonna be athletic. He's gonna be a freak. 88 agility is all we need for legend some legend badges, I believe. Um yep, slippery off ball. We might need to workshop that cuz I think it's 92, but I don't think you really need legend. But we're going to get we're going to get Hall of Fame pick Dodger, Hall of Fame on ball menace. But we can always plus one that to legend. Speed, I think is gonna be a 93. It could be 94, but we want the speed maxed out. But I didn't make him high agility. I think 92 is the one that makes everything into legend. With 99 perimeter. I chose strength over agility. I think that agility is good enough because I think there's been new development in the 2K community that strength actually matters when making these builds, especially on defense. So we want a little bit of strength. We want, brick wall. I think it drains energy from opponents when you bump them. You get gold immovable. I think those are the two badges that we care about: brick wall and removal enforcer. And maybe at times on offense, you can set a pick when things go awry. Um, and that this is the build. This is the lockdown build. It is a bully. It's a two-way mid-range bully, which is cool name. And that's it for the three. So for the four, I chose the 6'8". I think 6'6" is my favorite height as far as like builds, but 6'8" I think is the most dominant this year for 2K. I think it could do everything, and I think it's the most versatile because you can have a 6'8" point guard and you can have a 6'8" center. So this will be Ray, 87 driving dunk with two cap breakers and 87 mid range with two cap breakers. So that's four already. Free throw is decent. Badges for shooting is gonna be decent. I know Ray likes to take those type of middies. So I think we're Gucci with that. Um, it's not like it's an inside force or anything. It's not gonna be a offensive juggernaut in terms of finishing, but it's gonna be a spot up. It's gonna be able to do fades. Especially because it has 85 ball handle. You can cap breaker one cap breaker for 86. I think that is ankle assassin on silver. 75 speed with ball, lightning launch to gold with a +1. Pass act is you get silver break starter, so you're gonna be helping with the rebounds, especially because we're gonna get 96 rebound. That's gonna be Hall of Fame +1 that to legend. Perimeter defense is gonna be 85 steal and block. You're gonna have to spend I think either 8, 9 or 10 cap breakers for this one, and you'll get 85 steal and you get I don't remember, it's either 84 block or I'm pretty sure it's 84 block. So that's 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cap breakers so far. and that's before defensive rebound. So I hope you have a lot of cap burgers. And then this one you need 4 for 96. So what is that? 10, 11, 15 plus 2, 17 plus 2, 19. Um, that is, yeah, you're gonna need 19 cap breakers. So this, like I said, this is one of the most versatile positions. So I think, 19 cap breakers is a good um cap breaker count. I think we should be almost there. We'll discuss if you have enough. Speed, agility maxed out, strength, 83, I think, 85 for immovable enforcer, and strong handle. So when you get more, can um bring this up to 85. So you can get some of those badges. I know 85 you get immovable enforcer on gold, and I guess strong handle so on gold. So this is the 4 build. This is pretty good, very well rounded. It's gonna be the one that sets the picks. Actually, that's why I needed this in brick wall. I need you to +2 this. Um, because I need it on Hall of Fame brick wall, because I think this is gonna be the one that sets the screens. If not, it'll be Derek, which is um the way I want to play the offense. It's not gonna be like the traditional pick and roll. It's gonna be wraps, and we're gonna try to kill him with speed and ISO. So just keep that in mind. I might like actually change my mind and just go with the very tall 6'8" point guard, and just try to dominate lockdowns with like brute force instead of like high 3-pointer and skilled, dribbling. Because we want to make it simple for ourselves. We don't really want to be thinking about offense. This is literally defensive heavy. This is all, like, if you notice, everybody has defense except the point guard. So I might change my mind and just be like, okay, I'm just gonna put defense on the point guard, and we're gonna just run around. I'm either gonna pass the ball and you guys are gonna shoot, or I'm gonna drive in and just dunk it. Because I want it to be as simple as possible on offense. If you are thinking about offense, you're already fucking up. We want to be not thinking about offense at all. Obviously, it's very important, but I want you guys to get engaged in defense, and that's all we care about. We care about turnovers, causing turnovers, and running on the break, running on transition, and that's how we get our points. If we, spend too much time harping on our half court, and then I feel like that we've failed as a team. We want, our this is the idea of the whole thing. Is we play defense and we get stops. If we stop them on defense, we will win. That's it. That's the whole goal. Um, so that's the 4 build, and this is, how long is this video already? I can't even tell. Okay, it's 20 minutes long. So let me make this last one quick. This is Paul's build, which is the Rim Reaping Mid Paint Maestro. Basically, an offensive juggernaut build made for the corner. The mid range will be going all the way to 92, I believe, 92. And the 3-pointer is going to 89. So you can use your shooting specialization for this one. We we will make him the rebounding guy, 96 rebounds. So he's gonna get Hall of Fame +1 to legend. His defense is gonna be minimal, but he's gonna help out with the blocks. So he's gonna have 88 block. Perimeter and steal not too bad, so he's not gonna be reaching a whole ton. He's the one that's gonna be helping from the corner with either penetration, blocking inside penetration, or he's going to be going for the rebounds out of the corner. Once he gets that rebound, 99 pass hack. It's not too necessary to get 99, but we want it as high as possible. This is meant to get 99 pass accuracy for those breaks if it's there. But if it's not there, I'll tell you what is. Slow it down. We can run the offense through him. He can post up. He's going to get 92 midi. That's godlike. He's going to have 79 layup. Float game is going to be silver. You can +1 it to gold, +2 it to Hall of Fame. He's going to have silver posterizer. He's going to have silver rise up, standing dunk. He's going to have 79 post control. So he can post up from the free throw line and we just let him cook. So this could be another part of the offense. That's why I'm not too crazy with what point guard I choose, because we're gonna have 4 catch and shooters if you really want to think about it. This should afford you a fast release, so everybody has to pick a jump shot they like, pick a jump shot that's fast, because the idea is for you not to think so much. Like, I will do the thinking as the point guard. If I pass it to you, it's going to be obvious if I want you to shoot. If I pass it to you to reset, it's going to be obvious that it's a reset. I don't want any of you guys to try dribble, dribble, dribble. This is not rec. You guys aren't going to do that. You guys are going to catch and shoot. You guys are going to set pigs. You guys are going to learn how to be good boys. Okay? That's what you're going to do. Just follow Derek's lead. Follow my lead when I'm a good boy. Okay? So we're gonna try to start good habits. Also, this is subject to change. If somebody wants to play the point guard, if you guys want to be the star of the show, I'm more than willing to switch. If you prove that you get the system, the pro-am system that we want to run. So if you'd rather just not be a good boy and you want to get a majority of the shots, a majority of the passes, the assists, let me know. I'm willing to change. I'm willing to switch it up. But that is the idea. So Paul is going to be tall, 6'11", but he's not going to have strength. He's going to be maxed out on the speed. His vertical is going to be high. He's going to be like a Jokic type of build. We're not going to expect him to be crazy on defense. But he's going to be able to help out. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to get blocks. 88 block should be enough. He has to learn how to anticipate. He can even cook up a little bit. He can ISO 70 ball handle with 55. That's enough for Giannis cross. So he can speed boost a little bit. So he has to learn that. And he can definitely do all the fades, the mid range. He's gonna have Hall of Fame Deadeye at least. He's gonna have 89 3-pointer. I suggest sharp takeover because then you'll get ankle breakers easier. He's gonna have high free throw, 83. And he's gonna have all the tools to be a post scorer. He's gonna have close shot. But we have to set him up for success because we have to let him ISO. It's not gonna be like it's not gonna be like here's the ball, Paul. We're gonna run a pick and roll. It doesn't make any sense. He's the big, so he has to learn how to ISO with this build. And then we just basically give him the space. It's gonna be 5 out. He's gonna try to cook up the. I mean, if the other team is playing zone, it's gonna be the opposing lockdown playing in the middle. So he has to work out of the free throw line. And if they double him, switch on him, he should be able to cook anybody in the court. Hopefully he does well. We have to set him up for success. And if he's too dominant on offense, they're gonna send help, and he has to find the correct man with 99 pass accuracy. That's Legend Dimer. His passes are gonna be quick, so we want to shoot off of Paul's passes. Definitely want to shoot off of the point guard's passes. So that's it. Those are the builds. I'm gonna stop this recording because it's been really long. But The next video, I'm going to talk about the ideas and what to do in certain situations. Kind of like the playbook. It's not gonna like no plays or anything, but just how we want to run it. That should be a quick 5 to 10 minute video. All right, peace, guys.